Okay, now that the mess is cleaned up that I made from spilling the, grit everywhere, uh, I'm not tired. Anyway, this is that mixed barrel that we're running of, I guess they're like 7 to 8, 6.5 to 8, hardness scale on the Mows. Most of them are around a good solid 7. Um, This barrel I'm now calling a catch-up barrel. Is running stage 1 6090 coarse silicon carbide grit. These are little bits and pieces from multiple projects that I just wanted to finish off before we continue with those projects into the stage medium. So this is a huge piece of dragon's blood that I had set aside because it needed more time. And it's a really huge piece, so I didn't want, you can only have like one of these in a 3-pound barrel, maybe 2. But this is the reason, this whole section, you see that, how pitted that whole section is in there? That needs a lot more time to grind out. And I didn't want to shape it, and I didn't, like on a tile saw, I didn't want to cut it down. But this is really coming along. I don't think that material is ever going to polish, but we can get it as smooth as possible. And there's pitting there, right here. There's pitting in this whole divot here. And that's where the smaller stones and some, even like a ceramic media, but I'm using topaz as my filler for this, gets into these little areas and can help carry the grit and help do some grinding on that. These bigger surfaces are lovely and already starting to polish. You get that matte shine on it. I'm just going to leave this in the barrel, let it run some more. All right, that was it for that. Now this is Peach Adventurine. I had a couple little pieces that I just wanted to work this fracture line. Keeps trying to focus on the stuff behind it. Just want that fracture line a little smoother. Won't hurt it to go back in there. This one feels like it's ready to go and join its friends in medium. Okay, so let's set that aside. Remember way back when we were doing Australian crazy lace? These are the last pieces that I pulled out that need more work. This feels rough to my thumb. And as you can see, there's some undercutting and some pitting happening there, but it is smoothing out. So I think this could definitely use some more time. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, that's going to go back in for more time. And see, this one here needs more time. I need to move those stones so the focus will stay. These were super pitted. Oh no, this is a picture Jasper, not Australian. That's separate. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, there's just that little fracture right here. Yeah, that's going to need more time. Hang on. Sorry about that, but we're back. Okay. That pit. The surface feels like it's almost ready. Been saying that on these forever. There's a deep pit in there that I think now that we have an ultrasonic cleaner, I think we could use that to clean it out, but I'm going to give it one more week because there was another spot. Oh, these are getting so close to being ready. so close. Is that ready? No. Okay, these two are picture Jasper. And I think these are ready to move forward. Yeah. Yay! Picture Jasper can go join its little friends for medium. Green tree moss agate. These are the last pieces I have of this. And it's going to need more time. See how janky that surface is? I want that smoothed out before I move it forward. Same with that one. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't think any of this is ready to move. I mean, that whole side is beautiful. But there's little bits and pieces on the rest of it. None of the green tree moss agate is ready to move forward. So it's going to go for another run in stage 1. Okay. Black onyx. That is undercutting, and it's all starting to come out, and I want it to continue to do so. Yeah, there's just, this has got to be closer to an 8. This black onyx is so ridiculously hard. Yeah, it's getting super close though. These were all my problem child black onyx ones. Yep. Oh, bummer. Nothing could get pulled out for that either. Wow. I'm gonna run it again. Now, and we're back with that same ketchup barrel. I needed more stone in the barrel to get the volume to do a good grind. So I added a bunch of pieces of amethyst that I had laying around. I wasn't really intending to run an amethyst batch, but boy, aren't these, such a pretty purple. And I mean, it's obviously going to need a lot more time in stage 1, but I just wanted to show them because they're really pretty. I was really just using it as barrel filler. Not to be confused with like a ceramic media kind of a thing. Wow, this is really going to be a problem. But we're going to let it run. Wow, look how deep that is. Such a deep purple. That's just a little broken piece. You see they're drying really fast. Okay, we knew none of these were going to be ready to move forward. I just wanted to show them because they're pretty. There. There's our mixed barrel, which could use some more stones in it, to be honest. I don't have any more 6090 project stones laying around that are of this Mohs hardness. And I don't really want to keep putting more. This is some rough topaz that I have been running as filler instead of ceramic media because of it has more size variations to it than ceramic media does, and since some of these stones have larger dips and things to get into, I kind of wanted more variety. But look at how nice this stuff is starting to round. It's Oh, beautiful. And it's just going to whittle down to nothing, and I'm all right with that. So let's add this to the barrel. Get the different sizes in there. And this might just give us the volume we need. It does. So now we are capped off to the 2/3 full. Let's just shake it on down. Get it everywhere. I'm going to add the grit. Stage 1, 60-90. 1. I'm only going to put 2 in here. I know everybody puts a lot more than I do. But I'm running so many experimental barrels, I don't want to waste grit unnecessarily, because I know I did a test on my units, so I know how much to use. 2, 3. This is a teaspoon, and 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon, and I like to put 1 tablespoon of borax in every run because it adds suspension to the water in holding the grit. It creates a thicker slurry. It helps with the cleanup. Yeah, it's just all around perfect. All right, I need some water. You think I'd come over here with a barrel instead of just using my spray bottle. It's a little heavy-handed in the soda light, and I want to make sure I'm not so heavy-handed this time. There. All right, let's button this one up. Oh, I need to find the lid. All right. I'm going to mark all these little lovelies with today's date, and get the lid and put it on here, and oh, here the lids are right here. Good. I knew I had them sitting around somewhere. It was right out of view. So out of this whole mixed barrel, we only had 3 pieces that were ready to move forward, and I don't even have the amethyst listed on here because it's not really a project I'm running. Okay, that can go on the tumbler. These are the 3. 2 picture Jasper and 1 peach adventurine that's ready to move forward. Sometimes it just takes time. All right, we'll be right back. Gosh, I love Unakite. Unakite is a combination stone. The green is epidote, which this stone here is pretty much all epidote. And the pink, or orangey color, is feldspar. This is getting really, really close to being ready. Oh, I just love it. It's just such a happy stone. It's easy to work with. Oh. Let's see, it's only been 2 weeks in 60-90. I think maybe 1 more week will do it. And when I was doing my cleanup, and putting all the little pieces that are ready to move on to the next stage, I found a bag of Unakite that's ready to run to medium. So from some that I did last year, I have this little bag that's ready to go to medium. Let's see if we can add anything to it. I'm not thinking I can. Oh, there's a lot of quartz in this one. That's really pretty. But I'm feeling, when I run my thumb over it, I'm feeling the surface for any pits or cracks or anything that would be a grit carrier. I just want as smooth a finish as I can get. Yeah, there's some broke off in there. The smoothest finish as I can get so that it takes polish, you know, better. And it really, God, this is so pretty. I'm so distracted. A lot of epidote on this one's no feldspar at all. I don't think we can call that Unakite if there's no pink in it. Wow, that feels really, really nice. Really, there's just a little bit up in there. If I wasn't so picky, this would be ready. And there's that little corner. I had no ceramic media, no other kind of stone in here for a barrel filler because I didn't need it. I had enough stone to do it. Keep hitting the cord on this camera. Yeah, I don't really think I'm going to have to spend a lot of time. It's just, you can tell visually that it's going to need more time. The slurry was a little thin on this, almost oily. You know, like how vinegar and oil, salad dressing separates. Oh, it was kind of the water in the slurry was separating like that when I rinsed this barrel out. I thought that was really interesting. And the lid had a little gas buildup, which was pretty interesting too. Yeah, this is all going to need another week. I didn't find any more Unakite laying around that needed another run and course. Just this little one that needed to go for medium. Ooh, is that one ready? Nope. Darn it, I thought this one was going to be ready to go. This is dry. Yeah. Oh, this is so close. Oh, and then I drop it. Ah, story of my life. Okay. That looks like a little piece that broke off. Still sharp right there. Okay, Unakite is going to maybe move to a smaller barrel. It's only about half full. Let's see if I can find a smaller barrel. And we're back with a smaller barrel. 1.5 pound. And that is the story of my life. That overfills this little barrel. There will not be any movement in this barrel to get any grinding done. So we cannot use the smaller barrel. I wanted to show that because people always say, well, can't you just put it in a different barrel? It's like, well, no, not always. So now the quandary becomes, what do we put in here to make the volume? So we're going to want something of the same Mohs hardness, which is slightly softer than a Jasper at a 7. Let me take a look. I'll be right back. I went to another area of my shop here, and I found 3 pieces of prairie agate, which is the Mohs hardness of 7, so it's a little bit harder than my Unakite, that needed a little bit more time in stage 1. So I'm going to put those 3 pieces in. They were in that bag. And then this is stuff that I was pulled out to do Dremel repairs on, but now I'm not going to do that project. So I have some yellow aventurine, which is a little bit softer. It's like the same as the Unakite softness. So I'm going to put these 4 pieces in here and see if I can find any more of that aventurine. Kind of fill that barrel. This is peach aventurine. It can go in there. This is some amethyst that is really too hard. I don't know what that is. I think that's a Sera Jasper. That's a really big piece, and it's really heavy, and I don't want to put that in with my Unakite, even though it's an aventurine. That's a blue aventurine, not sodalite. The patterning is different on this. It's more like dots, where sodalite is more like lightning strikes. This is blue aventurine. That can go in there. This is another piece of whatever that stuff is called. Dragon's blood. Yeah, this is Sera Jasper. That stuff is insane, and that's another piece. A huge piece of peach aventurine. Okay, I think we have what we need, so I'm going to put this stuff away. We don't need that anymore. I'm going to get rid of that. Or set it aside for another use. Alright, I think that's enough in here to run. So borax. Three teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. And then our stage 1 grit, 60-90. Put 1, put 2 because it's a 3-pound barrel. And I would put 3 in here, but it's only going to run for a week, and it won't use all the grit. I don't think I get the rotation, the RPMs, to use it all up. I'm not putting any ceramic media or anything else in here. Okay, so what did we put in here? We put bloodstone and aventurines. I'm going to add that to the label. Then we'll put it on the tumbler. Okay, so there's 3 pieces of prairie agate. Then there's going to be aventurine, ketchup, and bloodstone. All that's ketchup on today was the 3rd. Okay. Put this on the tumbler and we'll be right back. Okay, we are back with our green Jasper. It's been running for 3 cycles, 3 weeks in our stage 1 60-90 coarse silicone carbide grit. And let's see if any of it is ready to move to medium. Now I can see that, but I cannot feel it. Boy, these really dried out since we cleaned them. I think this one can go to medium. Even though it's got this divot, it's not catching grit. So medium. Boy, I'm surprised how it's not really it must be really hard because it's not shaping as, rounding as fast. It's really interesting. That needs more time though. This one has a piece of quartz on it. Yeah, it needs more time. Some stones run really quickly in stage 1 and some can take up to months. So you really need to develop some patience. This side needs work. It looks like something broke off because it feels rougher than the rest of the stone. So it broke off and then started rounding. Ooh, that's a different texture altogether on that. It's ready to go though. It's a really unique shapes on this. The way that it broke, the cleavage lines and whatnot. I'm going to give this an opportunity to work a little bit longer. I don't really think that anything's going to happen with that. You can really tell the difference in the sound of these rocks, because remember that sodalite was, or I mean that lepidolite was so soft sounding when it went into the barrel, and this is just clanking. It could be a little smoother. That one's good. Wow. Yay. Oh, that's needs time. Needs time. Needs time. I know it's tiny, but it still needs time. Some of these that are visual, you can just, you don't have to waste a lot of time. You can just see that it needs more work. Some of these are really close. I think next week we're going to be pulling out at least half this barrel. Oh, I'm off camera. I'm sorry. Oh, so close. So very close. Ooh, look at that. Oh, if it wasn't for this little tiny part right there, I'd be ready to go. Story of my life. Everything but this one tiny little part. There is like a host rock of some kind on here. It's just a different matrix. It's a different texture. It's really interesting. Wow, look at the pattern on that one. Mother Nature is just amazing. Alright, so these are the pieces that are going to be set aside to move to medium. Everything else went back in the barrel to run another week. And that's it for green Jasper this week. I'm going to recharge the barrel, put it on the tumbler, and we'll be back with our next barrel. Be right back. And we're back with our Sera Jasper, also known as windowed Rhyolite. We had a couple pieces break off during this cycle, which, you know, we expect in stage 1, but these were cut on a tile saw from the vendor, so they're kind of a difficult tumble because they're all the same size. So we need to put different size stone in the barrel to keep it from locking up and getting some rotation. It's feeling really smooth, and I think we're going to be able to move this to medium finally. It's starting to undercut, so I really don't want to put it through more time in stage 1. I think the colors just pop when you wet it. I mean, there's a couple pieces here and there that could probably use more time. Like this has got an entire seam of fracture line that's opening up. And along longer you tumble, sometimes you just bring out problems instead of fixing them. But I think I am just going to send this entire batch to medium. It's feeling really, really, really good. And unless there's an absolute huge problem, I'm going to send it on. Some of these seams are starting to open up, and I don't want that to happen. See, like right here really could use more time. Nope, I'm sending it to medium. Wow, it's just really, really beautiful stone. Trying to find where these chips came from. Just doing a real quick check here. Oh, that's nice. Oh no. I think I'm just going to send it to keep it all together. I don't know where these two little pieces came from. Maybe it came from a chip earlier in the batch. But because they're so cute, I'm going to run them in the medium. So I need to find a smaller barrel because it was in our big 4.5 pound barrel, which has got Unakite filler in it and Mexican crazy lace. So everything that's left in here is all just filler. So I need a barrel for these little beauties. Be right back. Let's see if this 3-pound barrel is big enough to put all these stones in. Oh, it's going to be fine. Oh, excellent. I am going to put some more of this mixture in here because of the different size of the stones. I want to get in the nooks and crannies. And now this whole thing is going to get a wash cycle. And so I want to wash the oh my gosh, I'm losing my words again. I want to wash this filler material as well. Alright, I don't want that in there. I think that will do just fine. Alright, for the wash cycle, I am going to put some Direct baby detergent because these are softer barrels and it's less caustic on them than using a different detergent. Lots of detergent, lots of water. And I'm also going to put the borax in here because it helps with cleanup as well. So here's my 1 tablespoon of borax. Let me get the Direct Baby's detergent. See, just Direct. And I only put 1 teaspoon in because this is going to get several cycles until the water runs clear. Usually I'm averaging about 3 or 4 cycles. And I run the cycle for, an hour, hour and a half. So this is quite a process. So we are going to put a label on here. I love this painter's tape. Works perfect for this. And this is going to be wash. Then 120. Whoops. And this is Sera. Alright, on the tumbler it goes. Oh, I forgot to shut that off. In case you were wondering what I do with this leftover rock that I was running in stage 1, the next time I need something like this, I have it. So I've got a ceramics bucket. Ooh, listen to that. Sounds like glass. This is only to keep for a 60-90 run. I don't want anything else running with this stone because I don't want grit contamination. And sometimes the ceramic media just isn't enough. Oh, getting this out's a bit of a bitch. Sorry. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. Is sometimes you need something more than just ceramic media in a rough 60-90 stage. Now, the media that's getting washed in that Sera barrel, or case, whatever it's called, windowed Rhyolite, is going to end up going in here. I'm not going to move that to 120. I needed the volume in the barrel for the Sera because the stones are all the same size, and I wanted to make sure that it got good and clean, and so I needed to have something more in there. Once I am done with the wash cycles, that filler will go in here, and I will use a pure ceramic media in the 120 stage. Alright, we will be back with our beach stones that are actually in medium. Be right back. I'm so excited about this barrel. This is our barrel that's been in medium, 120, 220. Silicon carbide grit state. It's a medium stage. This is our beach stone from Whitefish Bay in Lake Superior, Michigan. And some of them I cut on a tile saw to see what they look like on the inside. And it's really interesting to see how they rounded while in the tumbler. It's like some of the pieces lost a lot of size and some didn't. That's kind of interesting that it didn't, wear down equally. So, yeah. This is granite. It's just really, really interesting. And I think, it's so super smooth. I think it's going to just polish beautifully. There's no problems with it. It's definitely ready to move on to medium. Another little one we cut apart just to play with our tile saw and have some fun. So it's definitely ready to move to 500. All these little pieces, I kind of already looked at them. Lots of granite. Quartz and quartzite. A couple little pebbles there. This one kind of looks marbly. This is a piece of Unakite. This is beach Unakite, not the other stuff that I have running. It's just, it's pretty patterns. Can't wait to see them polished. This is definitely going to just get a wash cycle. And none of it needs more time. The 1 week was fine. This one held together pretty well. I'm pretty happy about this one. This is Jacobsville Thompsonite. And rumor has it it's going to polish. It feels alright, but not as smooth as everything else was feeling really smooth like glass. This is not feeling that smooth. And it's just because it's a little more porous. So I don't know if this is going to take a shine at all. But since my stage 3 is silicone carbide, no, I take that back. My stage 3 is aluminum oxide. I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to run it and see. It might get pulled out at polish stage because I don't want to ruin the other batches. But we're going to see how far we can take this stone. So all of our lovely beach stone had a lovely little time in stage 2. And now I need some the ceramic media that was in it. This is all my 120, 220 ceramic media that I keep separate. It's all going to get a wash cycle. So we are just going to throw all of this in the barrel. We're going to wash it all, 3 or 4 wash cycles, and then we're going to prep the barrel to move it to 500. So we're just going to put the Dreft baby soap in here again. Alright, I found another big scoop, so put that in there. We put the borax in there. Add some water. And we've got 2 things running on wash cycles today. Oh my goodness. Busy, busy day. So we are going to take all that off and we're going to do a wash. Then 500. And we're doing 500 in the vibratory unit. So this is going to get all kinds of moving forwards in a little bit. All right. These are done. Put that on the machine. Be right back. Alright, it's been 24 hours since our beach stones have been in 500 aluminum oxide. So we're doing our check. It is running pretty low. It is so quiet you really can't even hear it. It's like the noise that you're hearing in the background is actually a dehumidifier. Alright, so let's open it up and see if it's locked up, because I have not checked it. I forgot about it actually. It has not locked up. There is movement, but it's super, super slow. And I'm alright with it being slow. I'm going to add some water. Because I did feel like it was starting to dry out. And now you see it's starting to get louder with the more movement. Kind of see that ceramic media right here kind of sticking to the sides because it's drying out. I don't want to put too much water. Would like to see that ceramic media move though. Let's just give it a moment before I stick my finger in there and make it move. I'm just hoping that the vibration of it will work. See, I was watching this corner here. Trying to get that ceramic media to move, and it is. It's a little bit of a thinner slurry, and I like that for this pre-polish stage, stage 3. Now that's the action that I like to see. Oh yeah, everything's moving nicely now. Alright, we're going to button this back up. Give it another 24 hours. And we'll check on it again. And yeah, that's all I have to say for that. That's the only thing we've got running in the Vibratory so far. And everything else is working out good. So we finished the wash cycle on the other stone that we were running, which was the Sera, or windowed Rhyolite, and it's on the Tumbler running in medium. So I did not film that barrel recharge. Alright, we will see that next week, and we'll see this tomorrow. Alright, have a good week.